You switched to vegetable oil in the 80s because they told you it was healthier. They were wrong. And I can prove it with the studies your own doctor probably hasn't read. I'm Dr. Andrew Fetterman with the Senior Revitality Project. Most seniors are trying to cook healthy. You're steaming vegetables, grilling fish, making salads. That's good. Keep doing that. But here's the problem. You can buy the freshest broccoli at the market. You can pick the best wild salmon, and then you ruin it in 90 seconds with the oil in your pan. And here's what's happening inside your body. Write this down. When you heat up most vegetable oils to cooking temperature around 350 degrees, the chemical structure of that oil breaks apart. It creates something called aldehydes. That's a toxic compound, and those aldehydes enter your bloodstream and trigger inflammation. But it gets worse. Most cooking oils sold in American grocery stores are seed oils, soybean oil, corn oil, canola oil, sunflower oil. These oils are very high in something called omega-6 fatty acids, and your body needs some omega-6. But here's the part most people don't understand. You need a balance. Omega-6 and omega-3 working together like a seesaw. When you cook with seed oils every single day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you're loading up on the omega-6 side of the seesaw, and omega-3 gets crushed. This imbalance is what drives chronic inflammation after 60. Inflammation is what makes your joints hurt. It's what damages the lining of your blood vessels. It's what makes your blood pressure climb and your brain feel foggy. But here's what I want you to ask yourself. If these oils are so bad, why are they in everything? I'll tell you exactly why in a moment. But first, there's something even more dangerous about the way you're cooking with them. There's one cooking oil that's worse than all of the others, not because of what it's made from, because of what happens when you heat it. Cool it and heat it again. Soybean oil. In one study from the University of Minnesota, researchers fed mice the same diet, same calories, same fat content. One group got fresh soybean oil. The other group got soybean oil that has been heated and cooled multiple times, just like the oil sitting in your deep fryer, or the oil restaurants use all day long. The mice eating the repeatedly heated oil developed significantly more inflammation, gut damage. And here's the part that shocked researchers: the brain inflammation that mimicked what we see in dementia patients. Now, I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm telling you because this matters. Most seniors don't think about the oils in takeout food. You order a salad, great choice, but that grilled chicken on top, it was cooked in a flat top that hasn't had its oil changed since lunch. Those fried appetizers, the oil has been bubbling since 11 a.m. That's the hidden exposure, and you don't feel it right away. It builds. I have a patient, let's call her Margaret. She came to me at 68 with joint pain that made it hard to garden. Her blood pressure kept creeping up. She told me she ate clean salads, grilled vegetables, lean protein. But when I asked what she cooked with, she pointed to a giant jug of vegetable oil she's been using for 20 years. Number one, we swapped the oil. Nothing else changed in her diet. 6 weeks later, her morning stiffness was significantly better. That's not a coincidence. That's the adjustment. So, what should you cook with after 60? Number one, extra virgin olive oil. This is your daily driver. It's high in something called oleic acids and polyphenols. Those compounds that fight inflammation instead of causing it. It's stable at medium heat. Use it for sauteing vegetables, making dressings, drizzling over fish. One thing you need to know: real extra virgin olive oil is often counterfeited. Studies show up to 70% of what's sold in stores isn't pure. Here's how to spot the real thing. Look for the harvest date on the bottle. Not a best by date, a harvest date. Buy it in a dark glass bottle, not clear plastic. Light destroys the good compounds. And if it's under $10 a bottle, it's probably not real olive oil. Write that down. Number two, avocado oil, even more heat stable than olive oil. You can cook at higher temperatures, up to 500 degrees, without breaking down the oil structure. Use this for searing meat, roasting vegetables at high heat, anything that needs a hot pan. It has almost no taste, so it won't change the flavor of your food. Number three, if you occasionally want butter, real butter, not margarine, that's fine. Butter has been eaten for thousands of years. Your grandparents cooked with it, your great-grandparents as well. The saturated fat in butter is not the enemy the 80s made it out to be. Use it for eggs. Use it for the occasional pan-seared fish. Just don't deep fry with it. One swap per week, that's all I'm asking. When your jug of vegetable oil runs out, don't replace it. Replace it with extra virgin olive oil. That's the adjustment. Now here's something you won't believe. There's one so-called healthy oil that's actually worse than vegetable oil when heated. And a lot of seniors are buying it because it sounds healthy. I'll tell you what it is right after this. But here's the one that frustrates me because the marketing is so misleading. Grapeseed oil. It sounds healthy. Grapes are healthy, right? Grapeseed oil must be fine. Grapeseed oil is loaded with omega-6, even more than soybean oil. It has almost no omega-3 to balance it. And when you heat it, it oxidizes faster than almost any other cooking oil. Same trap for rice bran oil. Same for vegetable oil blend. That's just a mix of the cheapest seed oils they could find. These oils are not traditional foods. They did not exist 100 years ago. Your body has no evolutionary experience with them. They are industrial products created in factories using chemical solvents and high heat to squeeze oil out of the things that were never meant to be oil. Seeds, rice hulls, corn kernels. So here's your simple rule after 60. If an oil comes from a fruit, olives, avocados, coconuts, it's good for you. If it comes from a seed or a grain and it took a factory to make it, leave it on the shelf. Write that one down. Here's the bottom line. The oil you cook with touches every single meal. It's not a supplement you take once a day. It's in your eggs at breakfast, your stir fry at lunch, your roasted vegetables at dinner. In 1 month, a person cooking with soybean oil 3 times a day has consumed almost 2 cups of that oil. 2 cups of an industrial seed oil that's driving inflammation. Swap it for olive oil or avocado oil, and you've been removed one of the biggest hidden sources of inflammation from your diet. No pills, no expensive supplements, just a different bottle on your counter. Small changes, consistent repetition, real results. That's your adjustment. I'm Dr. Andrew Fetterman with the Senior Vitality Project. If this helped you, subscribe and leave a comment below. I want to hear what oil you're cooking with right now and what you're switching to. See you in the next one.